YouTube? BigTee, man. Back at y'all with another video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, man. Comment, follow your boy. Follow with your boy, man, on all platforms. Alright? So, man, here we go. Let's talk about these Oscars, man. But before I get into that, make sure, man, you follow your boy. YouTube, Instagram, BigTee80 on Instagram, man. TikTok, BigTee. Facebook, BigTee, man. BigTee on all platforms, all right? Make sure you hit the shop, man. BigTee80. Get some merch. Website, BigTeeClothingCompany.com. Get some merch, man. Order you about 30 of them junks, man. All right? So, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Well, let me set up real nicely right here, man. Set up real nicely around here, so man, we can get the subject at hand, man. All right, we're gonna get the subject on hand, man, of what we're talking about today. I don't usually do this kind of, this kind of thing anyway. As far as celebrity gossip, stuff like that, man. I don't really get into that kind of thing, but this time I think I'm gonna say something, man. It's a trending topic, hot topic, man. So, we're gonna talk about it, man. So we're gonna talk about it in today's session, man. Also, I got a gym session going, so as soon as I get my little go-go juice in, I'm gonna hit the gym, man. But let's talk about Will Smith, Chris Rock, man. It's all over Facebook, all over YouTube, all over TikTok. It's all over everything, man. It's a trending topic right now. So, as y'all know, man, the Oscars is like the Super Bowl for actors. You know what I mean? It's their Super Bowl. This is where they go to, get the ultimate trophy. You know what I mean? This is the award of award shows. You know what I'm saying? So, my ice maker. But these cats, man, work their whole career, their whole acting career, man, just to get to that little moment and to shine, man, and to get, what they wanted, to get what they looking for. So, never, man, I thought, Will Smith would be doing what he doing, bro. I'm serious. Never in my wildest dream I thought that. What happened here, man? Give me a minute. All right. Never I thought, man, I would see, somebody like Will Smith. You know what I mean? Not just because of this, that. It's just, everybody got their own thing, for all relationships, man. Lord knows, we're not perfect. Everybody has some kind of, thing they got going on in their own relationship, marriage, whatever you want to call it. But to get down to the nitty gritty, man, I'm not going to make this long drawn out. Everybody saw what happened. But this is what I get from the breakdown. People broke down the video, sideways, upside down, cross, every way they can break it up. They did it. People say it's fake. That's a hell of a fake statement. You know what I mean? Me and my wife were sitting around talking about it. I said, that's a hell of a fake statement. If you're going to make a statement, that's a hell of a fake one to make. But this is what I want to speak on, man, as far as Will Smith. We all know Chris Rock, man. Chris Rock, movies he done, man. Movies he's been in. Dude's an actor, comedian, stand-up guy. Stand-up comedian. And Will Smith the same way. You know what I'm saying? Will Smith was a comedian turned action hero turned action star, stuff like that. But he still kept his comedic thing going in movies. You know what I'm saying? While trying to be the action hero and, this and that. The guy did great movies. It took him to get an Oscar to play somebody's daddy. And all the good roles he's played in different movies, man. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Same way with Denzel. Denzel did a bunch of good movies, man. And he get an Oscar for Training Day. You know, come on, man. But you know, I would say this here, man. You know, like Shannon Sharp, said, man. I watch them all the time, man. Him and Skip, and he said, man, there's got to be something else deeper going on with Will Smith, and his family and stuff like that. And I agree with that. I don't think the little G.I. Jane joke just push him over the edge to go slap the man on national TV. Me, and it's just my opinion. I think they're just something to stem from a year ago. When they sat around and they had their little round table discussion, about Jada and her entanglement. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, hey man, you just went off and got you a little bit. You wanna doll it up and make it, this and that. You went out, man, boy, sing to you and sung your draws right off you. And that's all it was. But, nobody's speaking on that though. It's like, I might get some heat for it or whatever the case, but there had to been a man that sat around and had a round table discussion and say, man, I had entanglement with, Beyonce. And, it was this and, oh, you ain't no good, oh, me and so me and this, me and that. She does it, it's okay. She had a moment, it's okay. They gonna brush it off, throw it under the rug like it never happened. Oh, it's Will's fault, it's, his fault, he cheated first, type. It's always gonna be something to justify, when it come down to the female. But it's okay though. They're gonna talk about it for, a day or two and it's over with. They don't want to talk about it no more. So, her hair was bald then, when they had that little entanglement going on, so everybody want to throw up her, her health, and stuff like that. But don't nobody know what's going on. They just know they read. So, I think something was really going on with Will. I think what was going on with him was that the round table discussion, man, that stuff stuck with that dude for a whole year, man. People made memes, did this, put this on the internet, put this on Facebook, that on Instagram, this on this, man. Everybody made all type of videos, pictures, edited pictures, man, Photoshop pictures, and I noticed you're human. You know what I mean? Just because you're a celebrity, I mean, ain't nothing gonna get to you. You know what I'm saying? So I know this dude see this stuff on his phone. I know he on Facebook. I know you see this stuff. Man, I think that stuff bothered that dude, man. I think that stuff bothered him. And to know you could go, this dude was in your house, staying with y'all, and and doing what you should have been, like Shannon said, doing what you should have been doing to your wife. So man, I try to limit it on the curses, man, because I want to know, we got kids watching my channel and stuff like that, man. So, but what you doing to what he was doing to your wife, you should have been doing. And I know that bothered you, man. You know what I mean? Y'all can say y'all was in a breakup, y'all was doing this, bro. You was still with. Let me tell you something, man. I went through my own stuff. Okay, went through my own divorce, my own breakup. I left. I wasn't in the house. I wasn't in the same house, saying, "Hey, we broke up, man, but I'm still living here." No. You know what I'm saying, man? When I decided to move on, and that's what I did. I left, man. I left out. I'm not gonna still sleep there, and I'm claiming I'm done, or I'm breaking up with you. Like, I was gone. So when they had their little moment where they were mad at each other and this and that, and this and that. Hey, August was there. Boom. Ain't no entanglement or this, man, this is something you want to do anyway. And you did it. You know what I'm saying? But now, the backside of that, they sat around, man, and had a round table discussion on national TV. Nobody told them to do that. You know, nobody told them to discuss that shit on national TV and say, hey, let's call the camera crew, man. Let's go sit around and we're going to talk about, me doing August. Nobody said that, man. Nobody made them do that. You know what I'm saying? So they put their own life out there for everybody to see. They put their own business out in the street for everybody to gossip about, make opinions about, make statements about. They did that. Nobody told them to do that. Nobody would have never known she did anything with August. She said it. You know, I guess she tried to say it before he did, or whatever the case. But either way, nobody knew about it until you said something. So I think that messed with Will, man. I think that got to his brain. No matter how big of a celebrity he is or how much money he got, he's still a man at the end of the day. And I think that got to him. And Chris Rock was August. You know, he was, hey man, this is how I'm do this nigga when I see him. You know what I mean? And he slapped Chris Rock. You know, on the Super Bowl of stages, you slapped a man. Hell of a statement to make. You know, all the celebrities talking about they discussed it with him and they this and they that, they this, that, and the third. You know, but I think for him, it was a personal goal. It was a personal win. You know, he got that off his chest. He proved his he had that real nigga moment. You know, and that's what he wanted to prove, I guess. You know, people probably say he was stupid, he was soft, he was this, he was that. So, you know, he really played the role of Mike Larry or something. You know what I'm saying? And he had his real nigga moment, man, slapping Chris Rock on national TV. Now, the backside of that, and I agree with Shannon. And Shannon Shaw, man, fool, dude, funny. He animated, he's funny as shit. But he said, man, I would have whooped Will Smith ass. I would have whooped Will Smith ass, man. I agree with the dude 100% because as a grown man, you know, take all the Oscar stuff aside, we could have been on the street, bro. we could have been on the street, in the store, my nigga, or somewhere when nobody was around, just me and this cat. He walk up and slap me, man. He had to get the issue, bro. He had to get it. I mean, ain't no, he had to get it. So I agree with Shannon on that, man. You know, no grown man come up and slap another grown man. You know what I'm saying? And just walk away like, all right, nah, bro. That would have been the greatest fight in Oscar history. Okay, it would have been. It would have been, man. We just would have tore up the stage, bro. And we would have, cause he got that. You know, there wouldn't have been no playing, no bull. He would have got that. You know, you turning your back and walking off, oh, bro. You disrespect me like that? Nah. Nah, man, let alone you slap me. You know what I'm saying? Let alone it's on national TV. Nah. You know, I would have had that when keeping it real goes wrong. Will Smith would have had that moment, man. He would have had that Dave Chappelle moment. You know, it just wouldn't happen. I'm sorry, man. But, you know, kudos to Chris Rock, you know, for sitting there, you know, taking it. And I know he probably thought the stuff, man, was like, hey, man, you know, Will Smith had to come up here and, you know, play, you know what I'm saying, like they do, man. They comedians, you know. They comedians first, you know. So, I thought he probably thought the same thing. And Will Smith come slap him, you know what I mean? And Will Smith breaks himself when he slapped him, like, you know, like, you know what I mean? He waiting on it. But, you know, to see if Chris Rock gonna fight back. But he calmly walked off stage. Now, me, I wouldn't have went that smooth. Because soon as he would have act like he want to draw back, nigga, oh, hey, wait a minute, bro. You know what I'm saying? This shit was a joke, but you slapped me. I had to get that back though. You know what I'm saying? I had to get that back, man. So, maybe Chris was thinking about his career, man. Maybe thinking about something in that split moment. But that moment there, man, all thought would have left. You know, whether somebody would have worked with me and acting again or not, he had to get that. Okay, that had just been two things between two dudes. So, breaking down the video, I saw the video, man. What people put up, different videos, but looking at things from both people's eyes is here what I'm talking about. I'm looking at things from Will Smith's eyes. It's something that stemmed from deep. This ain't nothing that just came up for a joke about G.I. Jane when you were sitting there bawling, laughing yourself. And then when your wife didn't laugh, it's oh shit. And I think she didn't laugh. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that triggered something. And he got up and I gotta have my nigga moment, like, nigga, just because I'm acting, just because I play in the Aladdin, I'm this nigga, you know what I'm saying? But I think that came out. He had to stick out his chest a little bit, to show that his I'm from Philly type shit, or I got to stand my ground moment. But that wasn't the moment to stand your ground. You know what I mean? It's like, bruh, it's like being tough when it's not time to be tough. I experienced that, man, as being a police officer. You had guys that would act tough in front of their homeboys and they about to get arrested, but they in the back of the car. Hey, big dog. Hey, man. Hey, bro, big bro. Hey, man, you just let me go. Everybody, wait a minute, you were just tough from years ago. You were just tough in front of your folks, your homeboys, your girl, but now you're in back of this police car realizing you about to go to jail. It's like, hey, hey, big dog, hey. And so that's the moment Will Smith had. And I think he came up like, man, hey, if you're talking about my wife, man, keep my wife's name out your motherfucking mouth. You know what I mean? That's what he wanted to say, but keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth, this and that. And they couldn't edit it, they couldn't beep it out because they weren't expecting him to curse. They weren't expecting him to react. So they didn't have time to put the beats on and this and that. So I think he had his moment when when the Dave Chappelle moment, when keeping it real goes wrong. And he act out, man, and there's something stemmed from back in that little round table time. And that's where they came from. Chris was August. That's what he saw from a year ago. This image is in your brain where I'm laying out with my woman every night, and this nigga done been all up in her. You know what I mean? And this stuff is playing over and over and over and over in your brain. People making fun of you, people doing this, because he said it in a speech. He broke it down in a speech, man. And I think he had his moment where he was fed up, and bam, it came out. And he felt like that little moment pushed him over when it was already building up. His cup was already filling. See what I'm saying? So Chris Rock did his little moment, and Chris Rock was like, hey, man, that's just a little light joke. That was cool, And he did say something worse. And this dude get mad, get up, his cup ran over, boom, man, over to go, do this. So, me, man, then looking at Chris Rock, Chris Rock hadn't been in nothing in a long time. What he was doing off screen or whatever, don't know. But he hadn't been on the screen, man, since the little spin-off of the Saw movies. And, hadn't seen him on the big screen in a while since, until that came around. And I'm like, hey, Chris Rock probably thought about his career. He thought about um, this nigga moment. All these people been waiting on. You know, uh, you know, you know, people get criticized for doing stuff. As black people, we don't do this. We don't do the stupid stuff as black people. And I think all that stuff played a role, man. He thought about it. He probably wanted to draw back, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? But he had to, like, hey, wow, you know, he could easily sue Will Smith, you know, get a couple million, you know. I mean, he can. I'm sure he got good lawyers, and they probably telling him, hey, man, look, you need to, hey, bro, you need to, hey, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure they are. They telling this dude, man, hey, man, you need to, shit. Hey, you know, hey, man, look at this bread. This Will Smith, you know. And I'm sure he got people in his ear, man. People, his folks, wife, kids. Just think about how that is for his kids, man. Think about that. Okay? That one little move, man. Think about how they affect his family. Him as a man, his pride, his kids, when they go to school. Because, we all know how teenagers and stuff are, man. If he got teenagers or stuff like that, man. Or grandkids. Just think about that shit. You know how we are. Son goes to school, hey, man, your dad got slapped, nigga, on national TV. You know what I'm saying? You know how they gonna affect, the kid, man, the teenage kid. You know what I'm saying? How that'll affect somebody. Like, come on, bro. Then he got to walk around with this, hearing that from, his grandkids, hearing that stuff, his nieces or nephews, and they hearing that stuff from other people. Anybody related to him. Hey, man, I mean, your uncle, man, got slapped, man. He was slapped you that joint. You know what I mean? Like, that stuff will come up, man, and mess with your psyche, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't retaliate and do nothing. And so, and I know they take turn the other cheek or be the bigger person, but that stuff have long-term effects on people, man. So, I can see Chris Rock's point of view, but I can see what all the other people talking about, like, Shannon Sharp and all these dudes, and they made their statements like, hey, bruh, and truthfully say, people don't know what they did in that moment. People would make that statement, but it would have been a reaction. You know what I'm saying? It would have been a reaction that somebody come up and hit you. That's a reaction, bro. Like, that's a reaction thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, in that moment, man, you one of them dudes like, hey, bro, you finna come hit me in my face, bro. I don't care where we are. You know what I mean? Okay, what kind of stage we on? Where we are, man. You ain't even come in. It could have been 1 million people around or 2 people. You ain't really come in my face, man, and hit me, let alone slap me. You know what I mean? You're not. You know what I'm saying? So they had to affect Chris, man. I know that is still, you know what I'm saying, on the biggest stage of y'all, careers and stuff like that, man. Here come Will Smith, great actor, family dude, your career successful, this, that, and the third, and you've been in some good movies people watch, you just had your show to come out, you did this, that, you got, but bam, this happened. You work hard already. It ain't but a few black stars, bro. You know what I mean? It ain't but a few black stars, my nigga. It ain't but a few. What black stars bro? They're just on top of the game in acting. Name them, man. You know what I'm saying? He one of the dudes. Denzel at the top. You know what I'm saying? You got Tyler Perry that came on. You know what I mean? Just known top actors now. You know what I'm saying? in our time, in our generation. You know what I'm saying? When you talking about the past people, you know, and all that, we talking about the modern day black folks. Who at the top? You know what I'm saying? And he's one of them dudes, man. You know, you had Samuel Jackson, man. You had Bernie Mac. You know what I'm saying? One but a few, handful of them, because you can name them because it's a handful. You know what I'm saying? So he come up and do that, man, on national TV because the man made a joke, and that's what people gonna put it on about G.I. Jane. Come on, man. I don't think it was just that. Like I say, it stemmed from a year ago, and that stuff affected that dude, man. You know, and it still bothered him. You know what I'm saying? And you know, hey, and it came out on that stage, man. It came out. That dude had to come out. He had to have his keeping it real moment, and you know that keeping it real moment probably cost him a couple million. You know, to be honest, because later on, mark my words, later on it's gonna come out. Chris Rock has sued Will Smith for you know you know for an altercation, you know what I'm saying, or for an assault, you know what I mean. Not suing him for altercation, but they had an altercation, and he sued him for assault. Come on, man. I've seen people sue people for less. You know what I mean? I'm talking about ordinary people. Okay? I've seen ordinary people get sued for less. Way less. You know? And I'm serious, man. I've seen people sue for petty stuff. So let alone somebody like Chris Rock, man. No matter how much money he got, no matter how rich he is, I can give me a couple more million off this cat for doing, man, hey, lawyer's gonna be happy. You know what I mean? You know. But it'll come out later. You know, they want to shame the black community right now. You know, everything got to be, you know, want to shame nobody. But you know, that's my 2 cents, man. I had to put my 2 cents in on Will Smith incident. And I think, you know, I think it was just more, it was deeper. I think it had something to do with that round table incident, that entanglement incident, whatever they want to doll it up and say. I think they had a lot to do with it. And I guarantee you, him, Jada, he's sitting at home with Jada now talking about that. They talked about it that night it happened, you know, while he was in the club backstage singing, getting jiggy with it after he won the Oscar. You know, he had to put on that face. Hey, everything all right, man. I'm good. I'm back here singing and dancing. Nah, you're not. You know, but hey, man, my hat out to Chris Rock. You know, not being funny. My hat off to him, man. He did show that bigger man status. You know, and I think he had the last laugh when it's over. You know, on the downside of that, hey Chris, I had to get that back, man. I'm sorry. In that moment, I had to get him back. You know, we just would have been two fighting and suing each other type motherfucker. Seriously. You know, excuse my language, man. We just would have been two fighting cats. You know what I mean? But he handled it, man, professionally. He did his thing, and you know, he kept on going with the show. You know what I'm saying? And I know he had to think about it and talk about it, though. He talking it over with his family and everybody, man. You know, it's the right thing to do. You know, for Will, hey man, you had your moment, but it was on the wrong person. That'll be my message for the dude, man. You had your moment, bro. You had your keeping it real moment, but it was for the wrong cat. You know, you was tough in front of the wrong. You were tough in front of the wrong dude. That ain't the dude you should have been tough in front of. Really ain't. You know, you should have been tough in front of the dude that was in your house on your woman. You know, Not Chris Rock on the big stage of y'all careers, man. It shouldn't have been that. You know what I'm saying? So, to Will, kudos, man. Had your moment. Stuck your chest out. When defended your wife, that's what you want to call it. That's what you want to say. Cool. But wrong person. Chris Rock, stand-up guy. You know, you did the turn of the cheek thing. But I had to tax him. I had to tax Will. Man. Both ways. He had to get that issue, and I had to get some bread. I'm sorry. I would have had to. You know what I mean? But you know, still support both guys, man. Still watch their movies. You know, still support them, man, as actors. You know, as men, as black men and stuff like that. So, you know, still support that, man. I mean, they still got their careers and families and stuff like that to feed, man. So, you know, I just want to put my 2 cents in, man, and say my piece. And let me get my go juice, man. Let me hit this gym. I've got to go to work today, and but I had to put that out there for y'all, man. For my subscribers, man. I want to put my 2 cents in. This is my thoughts, nobody else's. This is my opinion, you know, of what I think, because everybody got an opinion, man. Like buttholes, everybody got one, and you know, it's just mine. It's just my 2 cents on it. So, make sure you like the video, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure, man, you click the notification bell so you know when I'm dropping any kind of content, man. And also, make sure you get some merch, man. I will be getting my LLC real soon. And, you know, continue, man. We're going to have scat talk, you know, truck vlogs, you know, bike vlogs, you know what I'm saying? Actually just went paid on the bike, so yeah, man, that footage is coming. So y'all stay tuned for that, man. But I'm out of here, man. Let me go and get to the gym, and I'll get ready for truck vlogs later, man. It's your boy BigTee, man. I'm out.